Welcome back, guys. We are here in the internal part 2 of the Carnival Panorama, and we just wrapped up the internal inside part of the ship, and we are going be headed outside. But before we do that, we're going to do a quick tour of Deck 6, where a lot of the cabins are internally, or inside of the ship internally, but inside of the ship. So we're going to take a really quick walk through Deck 6. We were here at Deck 6, 6405 on the starboard side, but we're walking now on the port side. So you'll see this kind of speed up here a little bit. I wanted to give you a feel of what this looked like over here, as far as what the inside portion or where the cabins are located. If you haven't been on the panorama yet, I wanted to give you kind of the feel of what it looks like over here. So we're going to kind of buzz through here really quickly before we start looking at other things inside. This will primarily be the exterior higher decks of the ship. So we're starting out here first so that you can get a feel really quickly of what the inside looks like, where the cabins are. Since we stayed on Deck 6, I might as well have just recorded here on Deck 6. We're now Deck 6 forward here. And we are going to check out a couple things here on the forward part of Deck 6 that we don't see, or that we didn't see in the last video. So thanks so much, guys, for the part 1 views and looking at that. So we're now back here still on Deck 6. I believe we're on forward. Nope, we're in mid. That's the mid portion of the ship, and we're going into the O2 section here. So it's a little lounge that they have here for teens, which is really cool. Club O2. So it's ages 15 through 17. So I don't remember if they had a lot of people here because the ship was so empty. I don't know if they had a lot of teenagers. From what I recall, I don't remember or even recall if there were a lot of teens that were there on this particular trip, but this is where the teens would normally hang out, ages 15 through 17 in the Club O2. And right next door is Circle C, where more younger kids would hang out, ages 12 through 14. So they were right next to each other. So if there were a set of siblings that were either between the age of 12 and 14 and the higher age, they would be hanging out in these two sections here, Circle C and O2, which is great. For kids to be able to come, or teens to be able to enjoy the Carnival Panorama as well. So we're going to head out of this section here, and we're going to go back, and I think we're going to head over to the elevators in the midship, and we're going to take a stroll on the best decks of this ship, guys. I believe we're going to start off on deck number 10, but let's see what buttons I push here. Oh, we're actually in the forward part of the ship. I forgot about the little section right here. We're still in the forward part of the ship, as I'm seeing the elevators. Yes, we are in the forward, not the mid. My apologies, guys. So we're here at the the warehouse arcade, which is really cool. In the next video that you see after this, I'll do a more in-depth look into the warehouse arcade, and you'll be able to see that inside. It just wasn't comfortable at this time trying to film this one. But you'll see it in the next video that's going to come out. Part 3 is a little shorter. So here I am going in, and I think we're going to start at Lido deck 10 from forward. So hopefully we'll get right on this elevator right away, if I recall. So as you know, that's what that's the elevator situation that they have over there. Excuse the music that's happening, that's coming out of the arcade there, waiting a little bit. There it is. I'm not alone in the elevator this time. So there is someone. I didn't want to face the camera over there. But as I mentioned, we're starting in the forward part of the ship, so we're going right into the Lido deck area. So I wanted to kind of give you a roundabout here on the forward part of the ship of the Lido deck. And there goes the instructions on how to use the elevators. I'm just throwing it out there so you kind of get an idea of how this works. As you saw in part 1, everything is automated from the outside, not the inside. And you see how once you push a button, an elevator is assigned to you, and you head over to the elevator and just ride the elevator and go on to where you need to go. Here's a layout for deck number 10. the most exciting part of the Carnival Panorama ship is the Lido deck. So we're gonna head right into the midship section where the pool is. I can't wait for you guys to see how amazing this section is, and all the fun that's happening over there. We'll be headed by the bars, and you'll be seeing all of that too. Of course, there's some music that I'm going to be editing out. Alright, so here it is, guys. We are walking right into Party Central. It is the Lido deck. Look how bright it is. I did cut out the music here. But check this out. I wanted to have a chance to have the music in the background, but guys, Content ID does not picks up pretty well. So I kind of quieted it down a little bit here from the party scene, but I wanted to give you an idea of what the Lido deck looks like here. Look how much fun people are having. Here's a towel hut here. People are just having a great time, just enjoying the sun, enjoying the fun. And here is one of our favorite bars where we often got our drinks and servers got from Red Frog Rum Bar. We usually get our drinks and our popcorn here at night when we had our movie nights here on the Lido deck. So we're going to walk here straight on the starboard side of the Lido deck. You can kind of see that there are a number of people here, but it's a very quiet ship for the most part. Was not a lot of people here, but this particular day they are partying. I think it's our last sea day, and so everyone's getting as much fun out on the Lido deck here as much as they can. Swing over here to the other side. You can see there are a lot of people just eating, enjoying themselves, and of course here it is. You'll see the ocean here from this side. Look how amazing that looks, guys. Oh, I miss that view. I'm gonna keep on saying this in this video, how much I miss the Pacific Ocean and that blue view. Here are the toppings bar for our Guy's Fieri burger joint. We do a mukbang for this one, and I'll put the tag up here so you guys can see it here. But we were going to take a look at the types of burgers they can have you make, or you can just order whatever you want on that dang on burger and they'll put it on for you, whatever's available. So here's where the line starts, but here is the menu for Guy's Burger Joint. Check that out. Yeah, their chili is the bomb. I love their chili on the Guy's Burger here. All right, so here's the little lineup. Again, not a long line to get your food. You get it right away. There are the workers doing their best to keep up with the busyness, as there was not a lot of folks, but they were really quick with their customer service and what they provided for us. Swing back over so you can kind of see the area where you can get your drinks as well. Again, there's water, there's some lemonade, some iced tea, some coffee, and that's all complimentary, of course. And so all day long you can get all of that. And here we are, headed right into the marketplace. The marketplace is the Lido buffet, so we'll get right in here so you guys can kind of see what the layout looks like for the marketplace on the Lido, on the Panorama. There's the ice cream thing that I didn't show, and of course, guys, I didn't do a mukbang on the ice cream, but we did have a few of the ice creams. There are the drinks and stuff like that. Here we are. We're going to take a look outside on the starboard side of the ship where the Lido is. Look how gorgeous that is, guys. Oh man, this is amazing. I miss the ship. I really miss the ship, guys. All right, we're gonna there's some beverages. By this point, guys, as I'm recording, I am thirsty as hell, but I'm like, I am bound to finish this. I need to finish this video for everybody so I can get it out, put it into the computer, and get to editing right away. So here's the Lido buffet, part one of the Lido buffet. There's another section in the back part of the marketplace, but this is the front portion here. So food has not come out yet because I think when I'm recording this, it's between breakfast and lunch. So there isn't anything out right now at the moment. They're getting set for. Oh, I'm lying. It's almost 4 o'clock, so it's almost dinner time. So it's between lunch and dinner at the Lido marketplace. So they're getting that all set up for everybody for the dinner buffet that's happening. And so I'll walk through this really quickly. I'm not sure if I walk through the second part, but I wanted to give you guys a quick tour of what the marketplace looks like, at least the food section, and where you can actually eat within the marketplace. Really cool stuff. Here's the other section now on the port side with the beverages towards the front of the marketplace. Again, you have a whole selection of coffee and lemonade, iced tea, and water. Here it is. We're now on the port side. We'll take a look. We'll hang right here to take a look outside. Look at the gorgeousness of the water. Pacific Ocean. The blue Pacific Ocean is amazing, guys. Just the depth of the blue and the color of the Pacific Ocean is just wow. Wow, wow, wow. Alright, there's a little section here. I kind of moved the camera over because there was a woman that was coming straight at me, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't recording her there. Again, there's these little nooks of areas where you can sit and eat. It's a little higher than the regular table, so I love that feel of being able to sit kind of above. We did sit in these sections most of the time when we were eating in the marketplace. Kind of gave you a different kind of feel as you're eating a little higher off the ground there at the marketplace. Here's that second section, as I mentioned. There are two sections. Here's a really cool thing they have in the marketplace is how you wash your hands. You just throw your hands in there, and then the machine starts going with water and with sanitizer, and you hold it in there for like 12 seconds, and that's it. You're all set to go. So it's like sanitizing at the same time as it's washing with really warm water, and it's agitating around your hand, so that's really cool. Here's the deli that they have out there. The deli of Artisan Eats. Of course, you have your sandwiches, your paninis, and all the other stuff that's open till I believe midnight. So if you get hungry, the late night hour, you have the ability to go out there and get a deli sandwich there as well. So there's that section. And here's an upstairs section where Cucina del Capitano is, or the pasta bar. I want to kind of show you how to get there from the marketplace. There are two ways. There it is. Look at and Jiji's Asian Kitchen. You're able to do that by going up these stairs off of deck 10, or you can go straight to deck 11, which I'll show you a little later how to get there from deck 11. All right, as we continue our little journey through the marketplace, I don't know if we're going to go through. Yep, we're going to look out the window again, man. These views are gorgeous. Wanted to show you guys the views out here. All right, look at that. Look at that deep blue, guys. Look at that deep blue. It's just gorgeous. Excuse me. All right, so let's head over to the back part of the ship where the tides pool is located. And, of course, there are two hot tubs that are there as well. This little back section is really neat. The outside portion where you have again some seating that's tucked back here, and I did film a seafood mukbang back there with some bee love sauce. Hope you guys can check that video out. That's going to come out in a couple weeks, where I brought some bee love sauce onto the ship and did a mukbang of some blue crab and some shrimp and some fish and chips. Oh my god, I can't believe I ate that much that day when I filmed that. But here is the crab spot, or the seafood spot. Check that out, the seafood shack. Located outside of that marketplace area. And again, here's that seating area that's tucked away. Again, that faces out into that beautiful ocean. So yeah, I recorded right there in that section in the left where the sun was kind of peering in, so it was really, really great lighting as I was recording out there. All right, now we're at the back of the ship here, and here's the setup here, how it looks as you're facing all of the people that are sunbathing. And here it is, that beautiful, beautiful blue water as I'm walking literally parallel to this round portion of deck 10. Check it out, man. Oh, gorgeous. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at that water. There is. People love to sunbathe. I mean, you know, when you go out here and you get on a Carnival cruise, no one cares what you look like, guys. You just go out there and you enjoy yourself. You take your shirt off. If you're a little chunky like myself, I did it. You know, you just go out there and have a good time. Get the sun that you need. Enjoy yourself. Relax. Have a drink. No one cares. No one's out there judging you. And you just go out there and have a great time. Be yourself. And I think that's what I love the most about this ship in particular, that no one judged you. It is what it was, what you looked like, and you got out there and got some sun, and no one really cared. I mean, I sat right out there in the middle, didn't care. I mean, I'm a chunky guy, but hey, it is what it is. Here's that back pool, really cool. Back pool. And there's that little hot tub as well. There's one of two hot tubs that are there as I'm doing this little walkthrough. Alright, so let's check this out. We're going to go around here and take a look at the back portside here. Look how beautiful it looks out here. It's amazing. I mean, the views are gorgeous. Check this out. This is from this vantage point here. A little music is playing in the background, but I don't think we'll get in trouble for that. Now we're walking, still continuing here on deck 10. The outside part of the marketplace. As you can see, I'm strolling right here towards the back. There is a bar here where the pool and the two hot tubs are. And of course, here's another vantage point, little outside area where you can eat. Here's Pizzeria del Capitano. Shout out to Christian, who had some great customer service out there. Shout out, Christian, for doing a great job and being patient. There were so many people out there that just didn't have any patience when it came to waiting for their pizza, because as you know, their pizza is freshly baked there. There goes Christian there at work. Shout out to our Pinoy OFWs there. Alright, so we'll swing back over here so you can see this part of the aft deck 10. So check that out. We dipped in this pool maybe 4 or 5 times throughout our trip there. It was amazing. It was a little small, but you know what? The closeness of everyone just around and just having a great time was good times for us. So we had a good time there. So just swinging back around here so you can kind of see all of the goodies that are happening. I think I go up here on, yes, we go up to deck 11. And guys, this is where I spent a lot of our time. We spent a lot of our time here in this little smoking area. Man, you meet such great people. Unfortunately, smokers are a small club here, but you know, you sit around a great group of people in the smokers area there, right behind me. I'm gonna swing over in a little bit, but right behind where I'm standing and facing now is where the smokers area is. And before we do that, let's take a look outside into this deep blue Pacific Ocean. Look at how gorgeous that is, guys. And right there to the right is that smoker section where we spent a lot of our time hanging out and having a cigarette and meeting some wonderful people and couples and folks that were just really truly enjoying the trip. All right, we're gonna walk over here and take a look at that back section here on deck 11. So I love this area because it's so quiet. As you know, our ship was only about 64% capacity, so there weren't a lot of people on the decks per se. And this is where I got a lot of my sun, especially around between 11 and 1 o'clock, where the sun was coming out on this side of the ship when we were headed back home, when we were headed north. So yeah, some great sun there. For a good 3 hours on the starboard side when we're headed north towards Mazatlan and Cabo San Lucas. Look at that beautiful blue deep ocean there, and the wind. You guys can hear the wind. Also check out our other channel called the Zen Spirit. We'll be doing some sounds of the oceans and sights of the blue ocean. We have beach waves and waves that are going to be hitting the rocks over at Mazatlan. We have some great scenery that we filmed out there with natural sounds of the ocean. So check out the Zen Spirit. I'll put that link up here as well. So we are looking at 3 channels that we are feeding some of this vacation stuff to. As you know, A&B Variety TV, which is this channel, and of course the Missing Tooth Mukbanger, where we do a lot of our food and mukbang, and the Zen Spirit, where we do a lot of the scenery things or wave sounds and things like that. All right, we're coming across deck 11 here, here towards the midship area, where you'll be able to see the Lido deck below, the party deck here. We're coming up here to another section right in front of you where they do have smoking there as well. So there are two sections on deck 11 where they allow you to smoke there. All right, everyone, let's check out the party and see what's going on here. I cut the music a little bit, actually muted it all out because there was a song that I know is going to get a content ID, so I cut that out, but I wanted you guys to see from deck 11 what this all looks like here in the middle of the Lido deck. So we are partying down there, having a great time for everybody to see. And, you know, everyone's just relaxed, like I mentioned, and having a great old time. Here is the DJ providing that music that we muted out there. I wish I could have it there because you guys could hear all the partying that's going on, but I did cut that out. But that DJ section is awesome. And here it is. We are going to come right down over here so you can see from this vantage point on deck 11. Check that out. Look at that. Look at all that fun. And you can see the pool. I mean, everyone's having a great time. There's a couple people dancing there, doing some cha-cha, some salsa, just having a grand old time there. There's that staircase that goes right down to level 10 or deck 10, and here's a staircase that goes up to deck 12, and we'll be visiting that fairly shortly. But take a look at that classic carnival style type paneling up there as well. So we're walking a walk across here on the port side of the ship here on deck 11. As you can see, the lounge chairs are empty. Not a lot of people getting some sun out here on this side of the deck, but the sun was shining so well. And if you didn't want any sun, you didn't have to be there, but it was a great area if you wanted to get some sun near all the music and everything that was happening here. Here's another set of staircase that goes up to deck 12 near where the Waterworks section is, and we'll go there a little bit later. But here's some back lounge chairs where people were just kind of chillaxing and relaxing, looking at the party that was happening right below them on deck 11. So we're going to walk across this little area here so you can kind of see, peer over to deck 11 and the pool. We'll swing back this way. And as I mentioned, there is a smoking area that is here. We spend a lot of our time here as well. So a lot of partying that was happening and dancing right in between these two sets of chairs. So everyone was having a good time. They'd dance right in the middle. They'd move if people were walking by or dance with you. So that was a lot of good things happening. So we're walking right through here so you can kind of get an idea of the starboard side of deck 11. I'm going to peer right over one more time so you can see this vantage point over the main pool, right over the Lido deck area where people are having such an amazing time. All right, check this out. We're going to go walk over to the other side and head over to the back part of 11, but check a look. They are dancing back here. And we do cut here, and maybe we don't. I don't remember what I filmed. Yes, I do. Here it is. Here's our midship elevator, so you can kind of get an idea that there are elevators in the midship that'll take you here to deck 11, deck 10, any of these party decks as well. All right, we're going to take you back here on deck 11 on the port side, so you can kind of see also how quiet it is. Not a lot of people out here getting their sunbathe on. Here on this side of the ship, but I'll tell you a little secret area where I got a lot of sun because there was no one there. It was a great little sight. I'm not sure what this Neo's play zone is. I think they were just fixing this up, and it was not open. But check these blue waters out, guys. I miss the blue waters of the Pacific Ocean. Look how gorgeous that looks, guys. I just panned from back to front. You can see the beautiful waves that are coming out of there. So right in front of you guys is where exactly I did a lot of my sunbathing as well when it came to the sun coming onto the port side of the ship. And on our way home, I think it was our last day. Actually, literally, an hour before this, me recording this, I was out here on this side, and let me tell you, it was very cool. It wasn't hot at all. There was a nice wind that was coming through that really kept you from sweating really bad. But the sun still, the sun was still beating pretty well. That I came off of that hanging out for about an hour out in the sun, and I could feel the burn coming. I had a little bit of sunburn that was happening right on my chest, and so yes, this is a great area too to get some sun because there's no one there, guys. Look at Lanai Deck 5 over there in the bottom. So here it is. It's pretty quiet, like I said. It wasn't a busy ship at all. Normally you'll see some people hanging out here too, but I think it's kind of blocked off for this particular section. All right, so we're going back to the aft part of the ship, the back part of the ship here. Take a little steady stroll, and again, showing some of these beautiful views that you guys would truly miss out on if you guys don't take this trip. The beautiful part about this ship is that it's so modern to me, and just everything about it just speaks fun, clean, and yeah, all of the above. And look at that blue ocean water in the back as well, guys. And here is the view from deck 11 down into deck 10, the little back pool area. We're taking a little stroll right here. Again, there's no people, right? I mean, it's pretty quiet, guys. So now is the time, if you have not already booked your cruise, because they're not as full as during the busy season. So you get lots of room, a lot of attention, and great customer service from the folks. So all right, we are strolling right back over to the smoking section. I think we're going to head back up here. There it is. We are going to head over to deck 12, which is really exciting because there's this little area here that you'll be seeing. That's a lot of fun. So you'll be able to see the SKYRIDE here on top, and some of the gym stuff that, sports stuff that they have. So here's a little gym area that allows you to do some fitness here. From time to time we saw some folks that were probably not working that day, like some of the folks, some of the crew that were kind of working out there. So that's great that some of the crew was out there working. This is the sports square, so you see all of the sports square stuff there. The SKYRIDE, mini golf, sports court, clubhouse, and the ropes course. The ropes course is the only thing we did not do on this particular trip, but we did do the SKYRIDE, which was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, they don't allow, here's basketball, by the way, guys. So there's a full court basketball there. And there is that SKYRIDE right above. But yes, they don't allow you to take a camera or anything like that. And you're supposed to wear sneakers when you're on that SKYRIDE. So, unfortunately, I couldn't get any clips there. But I'm hoping on the next time I go, I'll be able to wear something like, maybe a hero or something. We'll see. And here, this little blue area on the floor is the track, the walking or running track, which is great because if you go around here 7 or 8 times, it equals a mile. So in the morning, you can see a lot of folks really taking seriously their walk and their exercise, their fitness. Even on a cruise where there's so much food that you can eat, people were very serious about their health and the ability to do some fitness while they're on this ship. Here is the mini golf area here. I do a little quick walkthrough here so you can kind of see what the mini golf area looks like. Again, not a lot of people. I mean, there just was not a lot of people, guys. So you didn't see a lot of people out here doing mini golf during this particular trip. I think in previous trips where they had smaller mini golfs like the Splendor, there's a lot more people because there were just a lot more people on the ship. So they were doing these kind of activities, but because we had a smaller crowd and not a lot of kids or teens on this particular cruise or on this date, you didn't see a lot of folks here. There's the clubhouse, the sports square. We're gonna walk right over here and walk past this little mini golf area. I almost walked right into that golf area right there, guys, and I was like, oh, I better not. All right, so we continue with deck 12 here. There's a foosball table. As you can see, there is one side here on the starboard side. There is going to be another one on the port side. You'll be able to see that in a few. but that's what that looks like. And look at the way that the ocean looks right over there while you're playing foosball. All right, so we're taking a look here at the starboard side of deck 12. And I brought the music down a little bit here so you don't hear a lot of that music that may cause a content ID. So we're checking out deck 12, overlooking 11 and 10. And look at those empty chairs here on the starboard side. Again, a lot of places where you can get some sun and just relax on some of these decks. And they were quite empty, quite empty. So I encourage people that go get their sun and have a great time. So right ahead of us here is the Waterworks. We're really excited about the Waterworks. We have a video that we are currently putting together and editing, primarily just a Waterworks video, so you can kind of get an understanding of what the Waterworks looks like here on the panorama. We had so much fun. We were here almost every day, hanging out, getting some water, getting some sun, and just hanging out with some grown folks. It was primarily adults that were here, a few kids, but we had such a great time. Everyone having a great time on the Waterworks here. We used an old GoPro Hero 5 because it's waterproof, and of course we also used our waterproof Galaxy S20 and S21 to film a couple things as well. So there is here is that side here, so you can kind of see what the water slides look like from the vantage point. Here is that red slide, and next to there is the blue slide. And so we had a great time out here just getting some sun and soaking up the water here at the Waterworks section. Everyone's having a great time. And here are the red chairs where people were just kind of hanging out, and there was no one here. I could probably tell you how many people I counted that actually sat there. One or two, maybe three people that sat in that particular section, and there I am, my reflection again, my chubby self. We're going over here to this back section of the Waterworks where you could see the slides here. And again, some more chairs here on the port side where you can kind of just chill and relax. There is that red slide where you use a inner tube to sit on to get on that slide. And of course, there's the blue side right above that where it's just your body and you're going to be laying down. There's a staircase to get up there to the water slides. I'll show you guys that on another video. So you kind of get an idea of how to enter and all that other stuff. Now here it is. Here's that other side on the port side where the water is blue, shiny blue, because the sun is on that side of the ship. Walking right across now on the port side. Again, these empty chairs, these empty lounge chairs, man. I mean, empty lounge chairs, guys. I mean, come on and book your cruise over at the Carnival Panorama. Lots of room for people to hang out and just chill there on that deck 12. Let's check that out. And look at the SKYRIDE right above. I can't wait for you guys to see that. All right, so we are going to continue to walk here on deck 12 so you can get an idea here of what this all looks like. And here is that other foosball section so you guys can see that overlooking on the port side. And look how gorgeous it looks out there. Oh, man, I miss it. I miss the ocean blue water. Check that out, guys. Man. There for hours and just relax and breathe in the fresh ocean air. Amazing. All right, we're going to swing over and we're back on that little walking track again here on the port side. And we'll check out that ropes course is right above us. And, you know, I'm afraid of heights a bit, so... You know, we were going to do it, and I said, you know what, I'm a chubby guy, but I have some balance. But I had a little bit of fear going there by myself because the hubby didn't want to go. He was like, no, I'm not going to do that. So hopefully on the next time we go, we will be both able to get on that and conquer our little fear of heights on a rope course. So yeah, here is that signature tail of the Carnival ship. Look at the colors. How it's jaunting up in the air there, and there's that rope course. There's no one on there either. It started to fill up a little bit on the next. I think this is the second. No, this is the last day, our last sea day. So a little earlier, there were a lot of people that were on it. I think they were just trying last minute to get on there before they close. I think this particular area closes around 5 or 5:30. So it's open from like 11 or 10 to like 5:30. So short window, but there wasn't a lot of people, so it didn't matter much. So here is the jogging track, as I mentioned. 1 mile equals 7 laps. So if you go 7 times around this, you'll hit a good mile. So again, in the morning time, even in the evening, there were people that were walking this particular track and just getting some of their fitness on. So that's one thing I didn't do. I was too busy eating and drinking and all that other stuff. Here's that sports court again, and on this side, on the port side in the back, you do have some fitness gear here on the left. You'll see it. So again, you'll see some folks that were working out in the morning here, getting their fitness on, and some of the crew members that were getting their fitness on their days off as well. So it was great to see that the crew was getting their fitness on. All right, so there is another view of the ocean. Beautiful, beautiful ocean there. Looking over deck 11 there, and deck 10 below that, where the pool is. Check that out. Gorgeous view, gorgeous view. All right, we'll continue to walk here so you can kind of see this. I keep trying to keep it steady so you can see it from this level. Deck 12. We're swinging back around, and I think we're going to head up to where the SKYRIDE is and the obstacle course is located. There it is, the ropes course. And it is right above deck 12 here. There's a little area where you can get up on here, and I'm giving you kind of a mini tour of what this looks like. So check that out. Amazing. I love these Carnival Panorama benches that they have. I think there's 3 of them that are on this particular ship. Let me lie, there's 4 or 5. There's another one right there. And as you can see, they don't allow you to bring anything onto the ride itself, so there are some lockers here on the SKYRIDE. Estimated wait time is about 30 minutes if you're there at that spot where I'm at, but I'm telling you, it was fine. If you weigh 250 pounds or less, you can get on, and I definitely weigh under 250. Thank you, Jesus, that I'm almost under that 200 mark there. And there is those little lockers, as I mentioned. And so that's the line to get there. As I turn here to the left, you'll see this is the line to the ropes course. And there are people just waiting for some of the guests to come and use the ropes course, and there's no one there. It was pretty quiet there on the ropes course side, but as you can see, the SKYRIDE part here, people are just coming back. There are 4 of these bikes, and so they have 2 that are going to head out as 2 are coming back in. Both sides of these bikes run on different tracks, but they actually cross in the middle. Check that out. Amazing. And there are some parts where there's an incline, and there's parts where there's a decline. And so there are dips in there. As I mentioned, there's a 22% grade on both of these. So it's a lot of fun to get up on top of here and ride around. And just on one side, you'll see the ocean on your right side. And on the left side, you'll see the decks below you, which was a lot of fun. So here are some of the rules and what you can and cannot do, how you're allowed to get on. So another little look here of this area. You guys have to take a ride here, at least on the SKYRIDE, and if you're up to it, take a ride over to on the ropes course. Well, this wraps it up, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on part 2. Stay tuned, because we have one more video left. We were going to be looking at the Sky Zone. We have a very special tour that we had from the guy who was running the Sky Zone on that particular day. And of course, we'll be looking at Camp Ocean and Deck 14, the Serenity. We'll see you guys on the next one. So thank you so much for taking a look at this channel. We'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye now.